Hello everybody and welcome to my first video. This video is about starting to learn the Japanese language. If you want to learn Japanese but you don't know where to start, I will provide you with 3 tips which hopefully will help you on your way. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Natasha, but my nickname is Peachy Pie. And I've got my bachelor's degree in Japanese language and culture. I blog at generalistblog.com and I'm the bass player of pop rock band Sweet Lake Rock. A little less than a year ago I started teaching Japanese to all kinds of people. All kinds of people were interested in learning Japanese. People who read manga, Japanese comic books, or people who watched anime, Japanese animated movies or TV series. There were people who were into martial arts, there were people who loved the history of Japan, who loved the food of Japan. So all kinds of different people were interested in learning Japanese. Because of that experience, I thought of 3 tips to help the absolute beginner to start learning Japanese. My first tip is start studying hiragana. Now what is hiragana? In Japanese you've got 3 types of letters. You've got hiragana, katakana and kanji. And kanji are Chinese characters. Let's start by practicing hiragana. You can see hiragana here. And there are a lot of games online in which you can practice hiragana. And you can practice the pronunciation in those games as well. So you can learn that this is an A, I, U, E, O, and this is Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko, for example. So I recommend that you start learning hiragana, and combined with that, please start learning words, Japanese words, as soon as possible. You can read them in hiragana, you can write them in hiragana. So it's a good idea to practice hiragana and learn words at the same time. But where can you find Japanese words? For example, if you want to know the Japanese word for apple, now where do you find that? I've got a very good website for that, jisho.org. You can give that website an English word and it will give you the Japanese translation of that word. However, usually that is written in kanji, Chinese characters, or in hiragana or katakana, and absolute beginners won't be able to read that. So what I really like is good old Google Translate. It's a really useful tool if you ask me. You can search for words and Google Translate will give you the written pronunciation, but you can also listen to the pronunciation. So if you listen to the pronunciation of a Japanese word, you can repeat it for yourself and you can start speaking Japanese like that. The third tip I would like to give to you is immersion. And that can be done in 2 ways. Immerse yourself in Japanese. The first way is to go to Japan. In Japan you can talk to people, you can eat Japanese food, you can watch Japanese television shows, you can try to read the signs in the subway. So it's a really good way to learn Japanese quickly, to learn about the culture quickly. But if you don't have the time or the money to go to Japan, you can immerse yourself in Japanese at home. Now how do we do that? I would recommend that you buy animated series, anime, or read manga, or watch Japanese TV shows. And you can find Japanese TV shows and anime, you can find them online. Video games. There are Japanese video games, and you can, instead of English, you can choose to play them out in Japanese. So you will get in contact with Japanese all the time. And another very good way that I really like for the passive acquisition of the language is to just, when you're studying or you're working or you're like cleaning or doing something else, just listen to a Japanese documentary or a Japanese movie in the background, so that you will not consciously listen to it, but your brain will pick up the audio information, and your brain, your subconscious, will process the information, so that in a very lazy manner you will get better at understanding Japanese. Well, these were 3 tips on how to get started on learning Japanese. I hope they were useful to you, and if you have any questions or remarks, please write them down below. Thank you.